Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, cool. All right, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. All blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior, whose name is Yahweh Shai, and double honor to the apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone who taught me his truth, and salutations to the elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. My name is Amun Gabar, and I'm back with another quick lesson. Lord willing, is quick, edifying, straight to the point. Make sure this audio is still rolling. All right, cool. So anyway, as you see in the title of this video, the mark is going to be major when it hits, and also this is what ChatGPT had to say concerning the MOTB. All right, now hold on real quick. There was an article I had. I hope I still have the tab pulled up somewhere in my phone. If not, I'm going to proceed with this. All right, cool. I got it. This is from K4, all right, Business, which is a news outlet. And this came up in my news break. It says Trump announces U.S. crypto reset. All right, I'll read it again. Trump announces U.S. crypto reset. So I'm not gonna play it. Did I screenshot? I think I might have shared this in the community section recently, but if not, I'm gonna bring it out anyway. It says Trump announces U.S. crypto reset, as you see right there. Hold on, let me just put this on Do Not Disturb before I share my screen. So right there, as you see on the screen, Lord willing, you can see, and it's not flip-sided. If it is, then you can see it anyway. But Trump announces U.S. crypto reset. So I'm gonna read a little bit of it. It says President Trump announced Sunday, and this is all just to paint the picture as to where we're heading towards in this society. That's all it is. Just paint a picture. Matter of fact, I did share the post, and I actually entitled it All roads lead to the ... which obviously, those that watch, brothers of GMS, the Men of Great Millstone, and those that watch and are affiliated and teach likewise doctrine, you know what it is. All roads lead to what? The MOTB, to the chip. So Trump announces U.S. crypto reset. Remember that word, reset. All right, reset. The great reset. Crypto reset. Listen to what these people are telling you, man. All right. The good thing is that we know what time it is, and we know what the Lord has in store for this society and what it means for this kingdom. Anyway, it says The Hill. President Trump announced Sunday that the U.S. will be creating a crypto reserve to boost the growing industry. A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed by presidential working groups to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRPs, SOL, and ADAs, Trump posted to Truth Social. Trump said he will make the United States the crypto capital of the world. All right, listen, at the end of the day, those of us that know what the prophecies is and what it's talking about, we know what's being said, all right? The crypto capital of the world, the golden city, Babylon the Great, all right? When the scriptures say he causes all, both small, great, rich, and poor, which is in Revelation, the 13th chapter, this is what it's talking about, crypto. They're talking about not your physical, tangible paper money. That shit is about to be obsolete, all right? What's about to take over is digital money. And don't forget the whole, what was it? The digital, what was it? Not the digital reserve, the Fed now. All right, the Fed now, which is a digital currency that they proposed a few years ago that they will come out with. So anyway, Trump said he will make the United States the crypto capital of the world. His announcement comes just after the White House announced It will be welcoming cryptocurrency industries professionals on March 7th in a first of its kind summit. So they're gonna have this meeting, regarding cryptocurrencies and digital currencies and whatnot, which of course, as we know, which pays to know the truth. It pays off to know what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is getting ready to establish, or what he's getting ready to have come down on this world. All right, which is the MOTB. What you think they're gonna be discussing? It says attendees will include founders, CEOs, and investors from the industry. One of Trump's first executive orders said he plans to make responsible growth and use of digital assets. Keep in mind all these words that are being said. Digital assets and technologies to bolster the economy. Trump's digital assets working group has a deadline of 6 months to submit recommendations on regulatory and legislative proposals to the presidents surrounding the industry. While Trump previously dismissed crypto as a scam, he embraced the industry throughout his most recent campaign. All right. And that's pretty much the point. That's pretty much the point. Just to paint the picture as far as where we're heading at in this world, in this society, as far as the MOTB is concerned. Like I stated in, hold on, like I stated in the title of this video, the mark is going to be major when it hits. It's going to be major when it hits. What's the mark? The MOTB, the mark of the beast. All right. And then this is what ChatGPT, which is an AI configured program. All right. This is what ChatGPT had to say concerning the MOTB. So let me see. I got it over here also. I typed in is the mark of the beast the RFID microchip? Question mark. And this is what ChatGPT had to say. It says the idea that the mark of the beast from the Bible is an RFID microchip implant is a popular interpretation in some modern discussions, but is not explicitly stated in the Bible, because of course the Bible is not going to say RFID chip. There was no such thing and no such technology as a radio frequency identification chip when this prophecy was written. So there's no way in hell the Bible could say a radio frequency identification chip is the mark of the beast. That's impossible. All right. Just like America, Babylon the Great. It is impossible for America to be labeled as Babylon the Great, or Babylon the Great to be labeled as America in the Bible. All right. Because America was not even thought of during the time the prophecies were written. Okay. Although the prophets seen the vision of America, it didn't have a name. It didn't have a label, so which later came to be known what it is, which is America. So it's the same thing. It says, but it is not explicitly stated in the Bible. Now, when you go into the Greek words, that's why it's important to go into the meaning of words. You go into the words concerning revolving around Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16, such as mark. You go into that word mark, and you go into the root words, and you go into the root words of those root words. It explains to you exactly what's happening. All right. Such as, for example, you go into the word mark. Matter of fact, since I'm here, I'm going to do it because in case you have new listeners that may now stumble across this, or even if you have listeners that once denied what the chip was or is and blah, 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 but now they're getting shaken up and now they're trying to be all ears to find out what's going on. I'm going to go into it because the time is going to come where we're not going to be going into it thoroughly as we are. So anyway, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. Now, if you go to the word mark, all right, and of course, I'm preaching to the choir. You brothers out there that's been in this thing, you already know what time it is. This is just, of course, preaching to the choir. So it says mark charagma G5480, charagma or charagma. It says a stamp or an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And Esau is the Antichrist. Esau is against Yahweh Shai, point blank period. There's not one Antichrist. Anybody that's against Yahweh Shai is the Antichrist. But the nation that's that's slated for destruction, the nation that's created to taste the missiles and go into captivity and to bring forth this new world order and to bring forth this chip, the son of perdition. Those are the Edomites. So this is talking about the Edomites, all right? The badge of the followers of the Antichrist, or Esau Edom, we could say that. It says the brand or the mark branded upon horses, and then it goes on to say thing carved or sculpture, graven work, or of idolatrous image. Now, when you look at how RFID chip is implanted into an individual, it has to be carved into you. When you carve something, you take something sharp and apply pressure to penetrate it, and that's how the chip will be inserted into people. Okay, so this ain't no speculation. This is not a theory. This is not something that end time prophecy believers just think all in one. This is clear as day, and the Lord purposely is making it clear as day so that there's no excuses for when the hour of temptation come. It's not. This is not a parable. The mark of the beast is not really a parable. It's not a deep dark saying. It's fucking plain as day. But then again, the Lord blinded those who He have no desire in delivering. At the end of the day, okay. So it says a thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous image. So that was the word for mark. And then when you go into the root word, the word is G5482, which is charax or karax. And it says a pale or a stake, a palisade or a rampart. Look up the word pale, look up the word stake, look up the word palisade, look up the word rampart. You're going to see a sharp object that needs to be penetrated into the ground or the earth. All right, and that's exactly what the syringe for the mark for the RFID chip look like. And in front of me, I have a pen. I don't have an actual syringe, but just like you see this, I'm gonna click on it, and then the head of the pen, which actually allows you to write, it pops out. So it's gonna look something like this. Like a syringe or a stake or palisade or rampart, however you want to call it. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the next root word, which is G1125, which is grapho. All right, grapho. And it says to write, which is where you get the word graffiti from. All right, which is to write. It says grapho, to write, with reference to the form of the letters. It says to delineate or form letters on a tablet, a parchment, paper, or other material. To write with reference to the contents of writing, to express in written characters, to commit to writings, to write. So in other words, what's going to be in the actual chip? Writings, aka information. Information is going to be programmed onto this RFID chip. So all of that was said to go back to this ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, is the mark of the beast the RFID microchip? And the answer was the idea that the mark of the beast from the Bible is an RFID microchip is a popular interpretation in some modern discussions, but is not explicitly stated in the Bible, because the Bible is not going to say, Revelation 13, verse 16, and He caused all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their forehead and their right hands. Then it's going to say, which, by the way, is the mark of the beast, aka the RFID chip that these devils in the last days and in the new centuries are gonna push. They ain't gonna say none of that. All right. Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count that it requires wisdom to know this. And like I said, the Lord is making it plain as day, so that there's no excuses when the hour of temptation come down. Now it's going to be a determination of, do you care about your life or do you care about this truth? So the Lord is making it very plain as day, whether people deny it, whether they, agree with it, which we agree with it. We know what it is through the Spirit. It ain't just about faith. We know that the mark of the beast is a chip, point blank, period. But the Lord is making it so clear and so evident that when this shit is introduced to the world, people are going to consciously make a decision and say, damn, I know it's the chip. I know it's the mark of the beast, but I care so much about my life and my family, my loved ones, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't trust in the Lord enough. They ain't going to say that. But deep inside, that's what's really going on in a cognitive function. All right. It says the concept of the mark comes from the Bible or the book of Revelation, Revelation 13 and 16 through verse 18, where it is described as something, and again, I'm reading the ChatGPT right there as you see on the screen. I'm not making this up. I'm not freestyling. None of that. So it says where it is described as something that is required for buying and selling and is associated a with the beast, a symbol of evil or the antichrist in Christian eschatology. So now hold on. Now, of course, it is described as something that is required for buying and selling and associated with the beast. Now, actually, what I did was I Googled it also, and I got the AI overview. When I Google shit, you get the AI overview first at the top. Let me open up my web browser over here on my phone. Hold on, let me close off some tabs. Excuse me. I'm just closing these tabs. I got mad tabs open right now. All right. So what I typed in was RFID implants in humans. And this came up in the AI overview. So I'm going to show you on the screen real quick and then I'm going to read it. So RFID implants in humans. All right. So let me read it. It says RFID, radio frequency identification implants, are microchips that can be inserted under the skin of humans. They can store data and be used for a variety of purposes, including security, medical information, and contactless payments. So what did ChatGPT have to say? ChatGPT said the concept of the mark comes from the book of Revelation, verse 13 and 16 through 18, where it is described as something that is required for buying and selling and is associated with the beast. Now I mentioned buying and selling. All right. AI overview says it can store a variety of purposes, data of a variety of purposes, including security, which of course Esau is going to bring this thing out in the name of security, because it's going to be something that's going to cause the world to want to consent to this thing. All right. As much people as they can get to comply as possible, the better it is. The sheeple. They need the sheep to be exactly that, sheep. All right. Not goats, not lions, not resisting or anything. They just want them to comply. So it says they can store data and be used for a variety of purposes, including security, medical information. Your medical information going to be in that chip. There's so much information out there that's alluding to the fact that your medical information and everything about you is going to be on that chip, including your security. Security can cover the lines of who you are as a human being or as a person, your statuses and citizenship, this whole legal migrant bullshit and all of that. This will put an end to all of that. You want to be a citizen? Take the chip. That'll bring you immunity. All right, to being a citizen of America or Babylon or birth rights or whatever, however they want to phrase it. It says medical information and contactless payments. How many videos do we have out there of Esau Edom? All right, mainly Esau Edom going into contactless payments when it comes to buying shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play this video that I have in my that I uploaded a while ago, and it's a short. It's a YouTube short. I'm gonna play it. So hold on.
In New York City, you can now buy something without a phone, a credit card, cash, anything. You enter the store with your Palm. You can register your Palm once at any Whole Foods, and they will pair your Palm to your credit card. Once you grab an item, the store uses weight sensors to know something was taken, combines it with camera technology to know that it was you, and charges you as you walk out the store. No staff, no cards, no cash. In New York City, you can now buy something without a phone, a credit card, cash, anything. You enter the store with your Palm. You can register your Palm once at any Whole Foods, and they will pair your Palm to your credit card. Once you grab an item, the store uses weight sensors to know something was taken, combines it with camera technology to know that it was you, and charges you as you walk out the store. No staff, no cards, no cash. In New York City, you can now buy something without a phone.
If they compare, your Palm with your credit card, why can't they pair an actual device with your credit card? And I uploaded this over a year ago. Over a year ago, I had uploaded this video, and I entitled "What You Think Is Next," or "What Do You Think Is Next?" As you see right there, what do you think is next? What do you think is next? So I'll bring that out to prove the point or show the point about the contactless payment. AI overview. All right. It says, including security, medical information, and contactless payments. How they work. RFID implants are passive chips, meaning they don't have a power supply because you are the power supply. All right, you are the power supply. Now, there's all types of information, rumors, or whatever. However, matter of fact, one of the elder bros had sent me this video. Some woman was going into it, a woman, a doctor, or some shit. They was going into it about AI, and they was going into the C to the O to the V to the I to the D era, and the 19, and she was like, "What do you think 19 means? What do you think 19 actually means? As far as the globid, I'm gonna say the globid. Running out of words to throw the algorithm on, but the globid 19. She was like, "What do you think the 19 means?" She was like, and the guy was like thinking about it, and she was like, "It means AI." And I was like, And I thought about it. I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, because A, of course, the first letter of the alphabet, which is 1, and then you had I, the letter I, which is the 9th letter of the alphabet. All right. So you have 1 and 9, and then you have the A and the I. Because shortly after, think about when AI really started fucking booming and ticking and popping and all of that. It was around the same time, to my knowledge, and I'm talking about on a large scale the way it is now. It was definitely around the time of the C19. 2019 to 2020, AI really started booming and everybody became familiar with AI. So there's so much speculation that we went into and blah, 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 of how all these people that participated in this great experiment are now susceptible to this new program that they're getting ready to roll out. You know what I'm saying? Transhumanism, if you may. Whatever's going to happen to the people that, that took the other potion. I'm talking about, because I believe it's people that took the potion that's going to be part of the system, and somehow the potion is going to help them, be receptive to this whole shit. Whatever. This is what I believe. Then you have people that actually took things that are going to sterilize them. And then you have people that took shit that's actually going to off them when that time comes. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Don't forget about that, brothers and, you few sisters, that the majority of the population of the world participated in the most devious, evil experiment of all times under the hands of the damn devil. Matter of fact, let's get a quick preset. This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be like unto him as thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Matter of fact, as I'm reading this, I just thought about something, just came to my mind, because one of the elder bros on the comic board, Shalom, Yahweh Shemiah Shai Brakatham, to all you brothers out there and to the few sincere sisters. But the elder bro Manata Zagba had just uploaded a video with this nigga named Yahana. All right, talking about that GMS, that we the reason why, pretty much blaming us for the whole shit that took place with this numbskull peghead nigga named Alizé. You know what I'm saying? That we're the reason. You know, somehow GMS name always gotta fucking come up. But anyway, before I go off into a rant, which I'm gonna avoid right now, but this dude was the same dude, Johanna I'm talking about, of the ISUPK, who told his congregation that you would be a coward and you'd be stupid if you did not take the JA to the B. That's what this nigga said, man. He told you people out there that you would be stupid not to take the JAB, that you're a coward if you take it, that you're afraid of Esau if you don't take it. This nigga sold the fuck out. Matter of fact, he gonna be the same nigga, numbskull, that's gonna tell these people to go ahead and take the chip, and you a coward if you don't take it. You know? And that's when you dumb motherfucking Israelites out there, and I'm calling it like it is. I'm not talking about the elect. The elect ain't no dumb motherfuckers, but you 2/3 ass motherfuckers that call yourself Israelites, that's when you're gonna be confounded. And that's when you're gonna come looking to us for answers. From the Apostle to our channel, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Roundla, Apostle Rakah, the elder bishops, brothers, you brothers and elders. Why, if YouTube is still around when this shit go down, watch your channel blow up overnight. Watch these people flood your shit. Watch them flood your shit, man. Your channel I'm talking about, man. You know, because now they're gonna realize that the leaders that they've set up were full of shit. Yes, General Yohana. And matter of fact, like the elder bro Yashuamba, I was watching some of the video that the elder bro put up, and then I seen the elder bro Yashuamba on the comment board. He said he got the receipts on it. I mean, bro, some brothers went through so many pages, getting cut and chopped. Some brothers don't store information on their YouTube. On their laptops or computers or their hard drives. That them shit just vanish. But the receipts are there, and at any moment, brothers could put it right back out there on the web. You know that you told your congregation that you'd be stupid to not take the juice, to not take that damn poison. So anyway, I say all that to emphasize on this scripture, Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thy enemy. See, now all of a sudden niggas is trusting in the enemy. You know? And matter of fact, man, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm gonna just keep reading. It says, for like as iron rusts his soul is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped the looking glass. Because you're going to see this devil for who he is if you take good heed unto him. Because he's going to humble himself and pretend like he's for you, but he's not. All right. And it says, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he overthrow thee, he stand up in thy place. Remember, Esau got a generational vendetta, all right, towards the Israelites. Remember, he told on his father, on our forefather's deathbed, he said, "Behold, the day of slaying my brother is at hand." You know, the hatred that he had towards us to this day. And now with the technology and the information, he's using it against you dumb Negroes who trust in him. It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. You know, you sitting by you and then he bite you and stab you in the back. And then you remember the words of the prophets and then you're going to be fucked up in the head because you didn't listen. That's what that means. Verse 13 says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? He bit these people with the juice, and he's going to bite them with the charagma. He's going to bite them with the charax. You know, and who's going to pity that person? Anybody that take the chip, you're doomed. You're done. All right, there's no coming back from taking the chip. All right, because the elect is not going to take the chip. The elect ain't going to take the chip and then pull it out and then repent afterwards. All right, the elect is preparing themselves to not fall into that fucking category before this shit go down. That's why Yahweh Shah said, because you kept the word of my patience, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. So the elect ain't going to take the chip and then suddenly gain some type of conscience afterwards and say, you know, I fucked up, I did wrong. Let me take this out. That means the Lord didn't keep you from the hour of temptation if you took the chip. All right, so can you repent from taking the chip? No. All right, because there's a judgment from that, you know? And those who don't die from the missiles over here, like let's say in Europe or other countries where they gonna implement this chip, those people just gonna die some other way. You know, they're gonna die one way or another. Okay. But here in America, anybody that take the chip, they're gonna be partakers of that lake of fire, which is the third world's war, the ICBM missiles and destruction. So it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? So no, so I'm sorry. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who will pity? So who will pity somebody that purposely going to somebody that is known for being a savage? If somebody that is known for being a savage commits some type of savage acts towards you or against you, why would I pity you if you know this man is a savage? Esau is a savage, but then you trusting and pitying and doing all this, no, they don't work that way, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of real weird, strange shit going on in Israel right now, as y'all already know. You know, you got Israelites out here painting a picture. Like I was reading from one of the bros that supporters of the ministry, one of the brothers, he supports the ministry. He made a comment on one of my page or one of the bros page saying that, this whole shit with even Sakari and all of that, with this whole weird ass bullshit scenario that's going on is because we believe them dudes are set up. Of course, it's judgment from Yahweh Shemiah Shah, but even then, I could see that these mother effers is trying to paint the picture of all this weird shit happening in Israel and discredit this Israelite so-called, I don't want to say the word movement, but movement. Showing that, to disenchant believers, because I could see this. Well, you know what? If anybody's disenchanted at the end of the day, they're not part of the elect. Now, if anybody's disenchanted from what happened with this whole Alizé situation and they fall out, then they're not part of the elect anyway. So the brother's point was valid, but at the same time, it's like anybody that falls out for any reason, they were never part of the elect. The Lord didn't keep them from them fiery darts and from the temptations and the hell and the conflicts within yourself and just things that are happening in this world. The Lord didn't keep you. So if anybody got all fucked up and they want to fall out and tap in, even if this whole shit was just some bullshit, whatever, you just ain't part of the Lord's elect. This thing is real deep, man. I mean, and it's deep and it's fucking dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about spiritually. So anyway, it says how they work. I'm gonna finish up reading this in the AI overview in Google, and I'm gonna finish up in ChatGPT, and I'm gonna get a couple scriptures off the comment board, and then that's gonna be that. It says how they work. RFID implants are passive chips, meaning they don't have a power supply. You don't got to charge it up, plug yourself into the damn outlet and get energy, or go outside in the sun and get solar energy. It's fueled and energized by the body. It says they generate electricity from radio waves to send data. Now hold on. Remember what happened during this whole phase of the C19? They were setting up all these damn smart towers, all right, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the G, towers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? What was that all about? Like we brought out the information. All of that is gonna speed up the signals and the functionality of the MOTB when it's implemented. You need quick, fast transactions. You don't need to be in a store getting ready to check out and then you put your hand over the damn palm scanner or the chip scanner and then it's a loading or rendering or whatever. It needs to be quick, fast, straight to the point. And that's part of what them towers was for. All right, and that's a part. Okay. So it says they generate electricity from radio waves. That's that radio waves to send data. They can be used to unlock doors, pay for purchases, and more. All right, and that's the point. That is the point. That's the main point. That no man shall buy or sell, save he that have the mark. Okay, and this is AI overview. Pay for purchases. You guys Israelites telling you that the mark of the beast is a picture of a white image of Jesus Christ and all that. You got Israelites telling you that the mark of the beast is an embargo, sanctions and sleeping with white women. General Yohana of the ISUPK said that the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women. Is having concubines. In other words, that whole congregation, if they ain't party elect or any elect members out of them, they're gonna take the chip. They're gonna die. All right, they're gonna take the chip and they're gonna die. All right. Potential risk adverse tissue reaction. Matter of fact, let me read that again. Potential risk adverse tissue reaction. Migration of the implant, information security compromise, electrical hazards, and incompatibility with magnetic resonance imaging. Now, hold on. Let me read this real quick. Revelation chapter 16. Now, again, it says potential risk adverse tissue reaction. Tissue reaction, which is a reaction from the body, muscle tissue, skin tissue, whatever tissue, right? Migration of the implant. Now, when you read Revelation 16 and verse 1, it says, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth." And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell, after this angel sent out that destruction, what happened is there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. So anybody that take the chip, they're gonna have a gruesome, grievous, and noisome sore. All right, which is a cancer. Okay, a cancer. First of all, this is gonna be an experiment gone bad. All right, the Lord didn't make human being men. I'm gonna say mankind, to have RFID chip implants in their bodies. The shit is gonna go south, and there's no way in hell this could be a long-term event. That's why the scriptures say, "Except them days be short, and no flesh can be saved." That's why Esau is trying to figure out ways how to make human beings compatible with this chip. Okay, let's create a so-called C1 Uno virus and blah 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 blah, and let's juice them up. Let's configure their bodies so that they could be receptive and last long. Chances are, not chances, but prophecy saying this shit is gonna fail. All right, Job, somebody could put that up there. Brother could put that up there. When he's about to fill his belly, the Lord is gonna rain his wrath upon him. And in Matthew 24, brother could put that up. Except the days be short and no flesh should be saved. So the Lord's gonna have to put this shit to stop. Like you see somebody doing bad and doing wrong, you're like, all right, that's it, that's enough, stop, okay, over. It's over, it's done. That's what the Lord's gonna do to Esau and his fucking program, his New World Order. Because it ain't gonna sit right with people. People gonna develop cancerous sores, gruesome sores, out here looking crazy, all messed up. So the Lord's gonna have to put a stop to this thing at some point. Again, Revelation 16 and 2, the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the MOTB, and upon them which worship his image. So that's what's gonna happen. Niggas gonna catch all types of grievous, cancerous looking sores, all disfigured looking. Somebody gonna have it in their hand. Their whole hand maybe swell up and look like it's gangrene. People that get in the forehead, they're gonna have a big ass, Magmar looking head busting out here, but all types of lumps looking like a Looney Tune character, face all swelled up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, however it's gonna look like. It's gonna be all types of adverse reactions. All right. So that was that. The reason why I brought that out is because it says potential risk adverse tissue reaction, migration of the implant, which that's physical, and then you got information security compromise, electrical hazards, and incompatibility with magnetic resonance imaging. Now, I just thought about all right, bong, niggas take the chip, and Esau creating smart cities Esau could have some type of magnetic force field around these small cities where your chip is activated, and and it's set up to where your chip is designated to that zip code, and it has a time preference and a curfew that if you try to step out of that zone, you start pulsating, you start feeling pain. Your chip go off. Your chip could go off like you on house arrest or whatever. But to make it even more intense, you saw it to make it to where if you got it in your brain or in your hand, that them chips start go once they reach that magnetic pulse, or once they about to go next to that smart city barrier, it start paining you and start vibrating and shaking. And then the powers that be could see that, all right, he getting close to his barriers. He's getting close to the perimeter. And then if you try to cross that, next thing you know, you just in a state of shock. You all fucked up, curled up on the ground and all of that. I could see that. They say, it's damn near like a sci-fi movie I'm picturing right now. But Esau could easily do that. Once you step out in a small city, just your chips start going off, and it's sending pulsation to your brain, and then you want to crawl back into your smart city. They don't even got to send AI cops, robo cops to your damn to that perimeter. You just gonna want to crawl back into safety to get away from that pain and stay the fuck where you at. That's that New World Order sci-fi Judge Dredd, Demolition Man type scenario that, we seeing about to go down right now. All right. That's why, it came up. It says electrical hazards and incompatibility with magnetic resonance imaging, them your smart cities and them force fields and barriers. Anyway, it says uses, security. Employees in Stockholm, Sweden use their RFID implants to access doors and copiers. We see that. We've done videos on that all over YouTube. Sweden, one of the first spearheads of this thing. People going into the office, swiping their hand, using a vending machine, copy machine, printers, and blah, blah, blah. It says medical information. RFID implants can store medical information and be helpful in emergencies because somebody passed out. If somebody passed out, their blood level dropped a certain point or whatever, their heart rate reach a point of a fatality or on the brink of fatality, you have responders and first responders rushing to your home, and they grab you up, they scan your chip, scan your forehead or your hand, and they find out everything they need to know about you: your name, your age, your blood type, what you're allergic to, and you don't even need to be awake for them to deal with you. If you got insurance and whatever, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, this shit gonna get crazy. And then it says biohacking. Some members of the body hacking movement have RFID implants that perform tasks like opening doors, blah, 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 whatever, whatever, whatever. So you get the point. You get the point. You get the picture. So I'm going to go back to Revelation 13 and 16. I'm going to finish reading that ChatGPT. Then I'm going to get some comments on the comment board. I'm preaching to the choir, Lord willing. This is basic. This is the prophecy at hand. This is the prophecy at hand. Not to be all sidetracked with, niggas and they weird fetishes and shit. But at the end of the day, truth gotta come out. And prophecy is gonna prevail because what we after all the drama in Israel, we still gonna teach. We still gonna teach. You think brothers gonna be focused in on fucking pegheads all day? No, fuck no. All right, the truth still gotta come out, and the Lord is gonna bring out truth. He's gonna bring out and emphasize more and more in this thing. All right, and watch, bro. Judgment, 1 Peter 4 and 17, judgment is beginning at the house of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai first. All right. So anyway, Revelation 13 and 16 again, on down, and then I'm gonna move on. It says, and he causeth all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Who's sitting at the king of Babylon's right hand right now? Who's sitting at the forefront at the White House and in the Oval Office? The damn man that's behind the brain chip in the forehead himself. You know what I'm saying? That nigga. Okay, Elon Oaktree Musk. That nigga. All right, that bum ass nigga. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell Because as AI and as ChatGPT say, and as we said before any of this information was coming out from the apostles on down, that there's going to be a thing where if you don't get it, you won't be able to buy, you won't be able to sell. Sell don't mean not everybody is a hustler. Not everybody's out there selling. When I say that, I mean people ain't out there. You want to buy this? Here, 2 for $5, 2 for $5. Niggas got garbage down the way. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about buying and selling. Selling is as easy as being employed. If you have a job, you're selling yourself. All right, you're selling yourself. Your body, you're going to work, you're clocking in, you're selling yourself. So you will not be able to sell or even have a job if you don't if you don't take the chip. So again, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, the name of the beast. What is the beast? Who is the beast? The beast is talking about, as we know now, America came back from the revival of the Roman Empire. The beast system is NATO, the EU, America being a part of that. All right, Esau represents the beast. Okay, the old beast system was the Roman system. All right, so here we are in this new system, this new world order system that's being created and that's functioning off of this world as you know it, NATO and the EU, and America being part of that. So it says, or the number of his name, here's wisdom. So it requires wisdom to even know this and have this understanding. Here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of his name, for it is the number of his, for it is the number of man, and the number of his name. Let me read that one more time. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. All right, when you look into the UPC code, the barcode, you know, I ain't got nothing with no barcode around me right now, but the barcode, the first 2 lines, the middle 2 lines, and the last 2 lines, them 3 numbers or them 3 bars represent 6, 6, and 6. I got something in front of me, but it's pasted to this table right now, so I ain't gonna pull it up. But it equates to 6, 6, and 6. All right, which is the number of a man, which is that UPC code, that barcode. Anybody that take that chip, you're gonna be a damn barcode. All right, you're gonna be numbers and digits. Matter of fact, let me just see if I can pull this out real quick. Everybody should know what a damn UPC code looks like at the end of the day, but hold on. Tighten this back. Right here, it's a calendar. All right, it's a calendar. That's your UPC code right there. All right, as you see. You got them first 2 lines, the middle lines, and the last lines. When you go into it, these are security bars. All right, and then them numbers in there identify what the product is. Okay, so go more deep into it. We did videos on it years ago, decades ago. You know what I'm saying? Over a decade ago. But that's your UPC code, your universal product code. And anybody that take the chip, you're gonna become a damn product. You know, matter of fact, there's a patent on the C19. You know, it's like, I hope y'all was hearing that. I put the mic down. But there's a patent on the C19. So anybody that took it, you belong to whoever patented that thing. You know, so anybody that take the C-hip, you gonna belong to the damn man. And the Most High don't want you. So I'm gonna go over to the comic board, get a couple precepts, and that'll be his lesson. Like I said, Lord willing, quick, fast, straight to the point. Yeah, that's right. Like the brother GMS Goodly Heritage said, it's gonna be evident who took the mark. You know, it's gonna be evident who took the mark, and that's why it's gonna be easy to distinguish between the Lord's elect and his non-elect. All right. Revelation 9 and 6 was referring to World War II. You know, the brother Yarumya Kazak put up Revelation 9 and 6. That scripture in particularly is referring to World War II. You know, men that were all, you know, that went through that war, shell shock and dismembered and all of that from the war. They wanted to see, they were in a condition where they were so fucked up that they would rather die than to be alive. So that's a prophecy that took place already. Brother put it up, Spiritual Arc 144K. It says Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So them days gonna have to be turned down, bro. They're gonna have to be numbered. All right. They're gonna have to be numbered because this man ain't gonna show no mercy. It's gonna be all wrath. All right. Yerumia Kazak put up Job 20 and 23, which I called for. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, which is the destruction, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. While he is eating, meaning he's indulging in his New World Order. All right, he's indulging in his New World Order. And the main thing about his New World Order is to get people chipped. So when he's chipping people, in the midst of chipping people, people are getting chipped with the RFID chip implant, the Lord is going to send destruction upon this man. So that's how we know we don't have a long period of time when this thing is implemented. That's why we can't wait. Come on with it, nigga. Implement that chip. You know, because we know our Lord is coming back to deliver his elect. So stop wasting time. You know, you ain't wasting our time. I promise you that. You damn devils, you're not wasting our time. You're wasting your own. Your days are short, not ours. All right. Yup, like GMS in his likeness put up. As you go back to the law, because pretty much when you read this law, this is what the Israelites will be saying in this particular case if they consent to taking the mark of the beast. So Exodus 21 and 5, and this is the law. It says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. You can read the whole chapter from the top. But this servant is saying, I love my master, I love my wife and my children. I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He also shall bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Because the master, this man consented, and he pretty much, because it tells you that, you know, if you have a wife and then a children and all of that by this, you know, by this master's servants or whatever, that them servants and all that belong unto the master. If I remember correctly, it belong unto the master, and you have to leave by yourself. So, in other words, in order to stay, you gotta extend your servitude to that master. And if you want your wife and your children and all that, you gotta extend your servitude to that master. And the way by showing that you are extending that servitude is by receiving an awl, which goes through your ear, which is a symbol or signet that you belong to your master forever. All right. And in this case, Israelites, that the Lord is coming to set us free. We have the freedom to leave and depart from our oppressors. But then if anybody consent to the mark of the beast or the awl or the digital awl, they're saying, I don't want to go free. I have a life here. I have my wife. I have my children. I love my master. They saying I love Esau. I love my wife more than the Most High in my freedom. I love my children more than the Most High in my freedom. I don't want to go out free. Go ahead. I want to be yours. I want to bore my ears. You know, I want to be, in other words, chip me, chip my brain. You know, that's why the Lord said, no man that love his children, his mother, his father more than me can be worthy of me. Because you got to be ready in your mind to let that go at any moment. And our freedom is in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Our freedom is in this truth. You know, the Lord will test you using them same individuals, your so-called loved ones. So that was definitely a beautiful scripture and example of that. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Jeremiah 5 and 26, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. Which of these wicked ass leaders? All right, the Lord is gonna break up the IUIC, the ISUPK, all these Israelites that have been proud as fuck against the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, great millstone. I'm gonna say it like it is, because it is what it is. Brothers out here correcting you, people don't like correction. They don't like correction, but it's all right because the time is gonna come where they're gonna want correction, and that's when our mouth is gonna be shut. I ain't got nothing to say at that point. From the apostles on down, brother, men ain't gonna have nothing to say. I know damn well. I know about off the rip brothers who ain't gonna have nothing to fucking say. Y'all niggas thought y'all had it all made and figured out. Well, okay, cool, you got it. When shit hit the fan, when this MOTB is implemented, when the mark, like the title of the video, and I'm gonna wrap it up. The mark is gonna be major when it hits. This is what ChatGPT had to say concerning the MOTB. Matter of fact, let me finish up what ChatGPT had to say about the MOTB. Okay, so ChatGPT reading on, it says while the Bible does not mention microchips or RFID technology specifically, of course it cannot, because that type of technology and information didn't exist at the time. Okay, it says some people draw parallels between the mark of the beast and modern technologies such as RFID chips, radio frequency identification. This is because the RFID chip can be used for identification, access control, or financial transactions. Financial transactions. Again, financial transactions. Again, Trump announces US crypto reset. Okay, don't forget about the Great Reset, the New World Order, which is just another name for the Great Reset. Okay, I read that earlier. Okay, financial transaction that no man might buy or sell. Because why? This is because the RFID chip can be used for these things. You can use the RFID chip for identification. You can use it to access control. You can use it for financial transactions. And it says some fear that these technologies could be used for control. It will be. And surveillance. It will be, aligning with the Bible's warning about the mark. What about you damn niggas? How ChatGPT know this and you don't know it? Satan even know this. All right, because AI and ChatGPT, them, but damn demons and spirits on the left hand side, and Google and all of that. Even they know it. The devils know. It says, however, it is important to note that most biblical scholars interpret the mark as symbolic. Well, most. The Lord ain't called most. He didn't call the most. He called the few, which the few is the elect, the remnant, the 144,000 prophets. So fuck what the most think. All right. Most Bible scholars interpret the mark as symbolic, representing loyalty or allegiance to the beast. And loyalty and allegiance is going to come with a physical action, for lack of a better term, a physical action. What is the action? Taking the chip. That's how you're gonna prove your loyalty, by taking the chip. I could fucking say, oh yeah, I believe. I believe. I go to the store. Yeah, I'm a Christian. Jesus is white. And get what the fuck I want. Which I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying anybody could do that. But to actually prove your allegiance, Jake could fucking lie all they want. Jake could supplant and get their hell out, get themselves out of any situation if they wanted to. So to actually prove your allegiance and your loyalty, you're gonna have to receive the physical mark. It ain't gonna be no going up to Costco's talking about, yeah, I'm a Christian. I believe, Jesus was white, and I sleep with white women and all this other stupid shit that these niggas is talking about. And then, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Here, that'll be free 99. So it says, rather than a literal physical object or technology, the mark is often understood as spiritual or symbolic sign rather than a specific technology like RFID chip. And that's for people who don't know what's going on. It says, in conclusion, while some people associate the RFID chip with the mark of the beast due to concerns about technology and control, the Bible itself does not specifically identify it as such, because there was no such word as RFID chip or radio, not even frequency identification chip. It says the Bible itself does not specifically identify it as such. Interpretations vary, and the mark is generally understood to have a more symbolic or spiritual significance, which is false. It's all physical. The mark of the beast is all physical. Ain't nothing spiritual about the mark of the beast. The only thing spiritual about it is who you worshiping in the spirit. Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, or you worshiping Satan, the devil. Let me read the scripture, Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, The former things are the prophecies of old. They came to pass. They come to pass. They came to pass. And new things do I declare, because the Bible do not specify what a radio frequency identification chip is in them exact words. It ain't gonna do that. Okay, so that would be like a new thing I declare. The new thing is this technology. Daniel the 12th chapter says that knowledge shall be increased. All right, knowledge shall be increased. All types of things is being increased. Things that the ancient prophets couldn't even fathom and think about is all here. It says that new things do I declare before they spring forth, meaning before they happen, I tell you of them. I will tell you of them. So before these prophecies come to pass, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to let his prophets know. Amos, the 3rd chapter, verse 7. The Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets to the servants, the prophets. So, it's going down in this lifetime, not 1,000 years from now, but in this lifetime. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is getting ready to really shake this world up and rock this world. All right. So again, the mark is going to be major when it hits. And this is what ChatGPT had to say concerning the MOTB. So that's it. I'm gonna end it on that. I hope and pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakak Dash that this was an edifying lesson to the Lord's elect. From the apostles on down, like we always say, we preach it to the choir. You brothers, you know this. You teachers, you know this. You men, you know this. More so like exhortation and just emphasizing more and more on this dire prophecy that's getting ready to come down and take hold of this place and really rock this place by storm and fuck it up. And all these false prophets are going to be made known who they are. And the Lord is dismantling them right now before our eyes. So all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So anyway, with that, shalom till next time. Shalom.